Apollo. How are you?
Hey, Miguel, how you doing?
Fine, thanks. I know you are a good friend of Ricochet. What advice would you give Ricochet to be a great wrestler in NXT?
Oh man, the best advice I could give him is just to be himself. They got him there for a reason, and he just show the company and just show the world why they signed him. You know what I mean? He's an amazing talent, great wrestler, great entertainer. So he just needs to be himself and not to worry about trying to be something that he's not. And that's it. Just focus on his work.
Everyone wants to see you as champion in WWE. When will that happen?
Sure. I'm hoping it'll happen sooner than later, but at the moment I just focus on my work. I just keep grinding, stay focused, stay humble, and any opportunity that I get, I take full advantage of it. I try to be the best I can, and if there's something that needs to get done, if they need me to do something specific, I try to make sure I do that to the best of my ability. And staying injury-free is another thing I try to do, especially with the talent that's out there right now. It's like you get injured and someone else can come and take your spot. So I train as hard as I can, make sure I stay healthy, especially with my eating, my dieting, and the rest will take care of itself. I just focus on the things that I can control and just hope that the rest falls in place.
Okay, and my last question for you. Do you think it's time to leave Titus Worldwide?
You said, say that again?
He wants to know if it's time for you to leave Titus Worldwide.
No, Titus Worldwide is, I'm enjoying everything that we're doing with Titus Worldwide. We just got the addition of Dana Brooke, and to me, I think it's a great dynamic. Titus is an amazing guy, inside and outside the ring. So he's helped me a lot, not just in WWE, but also in real life. You know what I mean? So he's helped me just be more relaxed, be myself, and show more personality and more character. Just being around him, he's such an amazing human being, and being around him on camera just allows me to be myself. And whether or not we continue with this, hopefully that I can continue to be more comfortable and more relaxed like that on camera, and take the personality that I've shown with Titus Worldwide and carry it on, whether it's another tag team I'm in or as a singles competitor. But right now I'm enjoying everything that we're doing, and I hope the continued success that we have, I hope it continues. I think the last few weeks we've proved we are great competitors, we are worthy competitors, and that if given a chance, we can make things happen.
Okay, Apollo, thank you so much for your time. See you in New Orleans.
Thanks, Miguel.
Thank you, Miguel. I appreciate it.
Vincente, we'll move over to you.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Apollo. How are you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Very good. Thank you for your time, first of all. Last week, we spoke to Tyler Breeze, and he explained how difficult it was for him the transition from NXT to the main roster. How was it for you?
Oh man, it's a lot different because I never in my life had I been on the road. I was road traveled before I got to WWE, but NXT Monday through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're in Orlando training. Then Thursday we get on the road, but we weren't really traveling too far outside of Orlando. So 2 hours max outside of Orlando. So when you get to WWE and every weekend you're literally on a plane going from, state to state or city to city, literally, in 4 different cities, sometimes 4 different states. The week is different, especially when you're used to a certain structure. With my eating, my training, it took me a while to figure out a schedule that works for me, but as I went along, I figured out a schedule, started packing my meals and bringing my food on the road and training every moment I get. It's almost like every single minute of your day is consumed. You have to plan accordingly, otherwise you lose either sleep, you lose training time, you lose time to eat. So you really gotta stay focused and really plan out your day and be organized.
And being focused in this new adventure with the Titus Worldwide, I would like to know what is Titus giving you as a performer point of view, and if you would like to have any additions to the group.
Yeah, so Titus, he helped me just to understand that, WWE is not just all about wrestling. He helped me understand that I need to learn to be an entertainer as well. I think once you're having fun, you're naturally having fun, the people can feel that, and they can have fun themselves. So he's helped me just kind of be more relaxed on camera and open up with, my personality and go out there and not be scared to make a fool of myself and just to have fun. I think when I first got to WWE, I took myself a little too seriously, and I kind of was, I want to be this, I just want to be I just want to be a great wrestler. I want to be a great wrestler, but I think there's a lot more to that comes with WWE. So he's helped me understand that, and it's worked out a lot better for me as well. I think the people are seeing that, I do have more personality and I do have character and charisma. So, I thank him for that every day. It's great. I'm having a lot of fun.
And finally, coming up next month of May, WWE will tour again around Europe with 2 dates in Spain. And it will be the first time for the Raw roster since the brand split. Can you tell the fans why they should buy a ticket?
I went to Spain with SmackDown. I think we did Bilbao, Madrid, and Barcelona. And, what an amazing time that was. It sold out. The fans of Spain are the best. And I think... I know for a fact that if, I'm telling this to the fans of Spain, if you guys have never been to a WWE live show, it's unlike any other. There's no experience like it. Watching WWE on TV and then experiencing it live, two completely different things. It's amazing because, we give a lot of fun for all ages. Kids can come, grandparents, parents, anybody can come. I think it's... I've had a lot of people that I brought to shows that have never experienced a live show, and they come in. It helps turn non-fans into fans, and it makes bigger fans of the fans that we have already. So, all your favorite WWE superstars as well. You get to see them live. The guys that you get to watch on TV. There's nothing better. Nothing better.
Thank you so much once again for your time, and good luck for tonight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Vicente. Christian in Germany, we'll move over to you.
Yes. Hello, Apollo. How are you doing today, sir?
Good, Christian. How you doing?
Not too bad. So, you already talked about the transition from NXT to the main roster, and this is now nearly 2 years ago. And do you still see yourself improving your game on different aspects? Do you feel now completely confident on being on Raw and SmackDown, or is it still there are things in your work and the stuff you're doing that you can be better at?
I think there's always things that you can improve on. I feel like if anybody, no matter what level they're on, was to come out there and say that they have nothing that they can improve on, it would be they wouldn't be telling the truth. I feel like no matter how much an individual learns, there's always more that he can learn. So I'll never sit here and say that I'm at my best, or even though I can say I'm at my best, I still feel like I can always be better. There's always room for improvement and always room to learn and grow. And I'm learning every day. And even though my confidence is getting higher and higher, I can't sit here and say that I know everything, because I don't. So, I'm learning every day, and any opportunity I get to learn or to go out there and show my talent, I take full advantage of it.
Yeah, there's so much competition on NXT at the moment. Ricochet was brought up earlier in the call. Do you still get the chance to see what's going on down there? And what do you see are the next big stars who might come up?
Yeah, I definitely get to watch. I don't watch it as much as I used to, but I definitely, still keep a lookout for it because I do have genuine friends in there. And one good friend of mine is No Way Jose. He's amazing talent, and I think he's one of the guys that I'd love to see be able to show his, show what he's got, in the WWE. Of course, you got Ricochet. There's a new group, the Street Profits, that are actually good friends of mine that I enjoy what they're doing down there. And it's nice to see certain people get those opportunities because, like you said, there's so much talent down there, and you have to take advantage of anything that you get because if you don't, the next person will. So, those guys, I hope, to see them in the WWE sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and one last thing from me. You've been working with Titus for a while now. Dana Brooke now being in the group as well. Titus seems to be very motivational. You already talked about him, and Dana is known as as a fantastic athlete. So what is it like working with these two, especially now talking about Dana? And are they like inspirational for you, for your own work as well?
Yeah, for sure. It's an interesting dynamic. I think different styles kind of make interesting situations. So I'm having lots of fun. This is the most fun that I've had for a while, and I think we bring something different to the WWE, which is always good. It's nice to be different and to stand out. Just because there's so much talent, and so many people doing so many different things. So for us to be able to bring something different in a package like we bring is cool. Because there's nothing else like that in the WWE. So it's cool to actually be a part of that. And lately we've been doing a lot more, going out there, having amazing matches, and we're getting great response from the fans. So we'll just keep doing our thing, and hopefully these opportunities keep coming our way. And like I said, we'll keep taking full advantage of anything that we get.
Yeah, very much fun to watch indeed at the moment on Raw. So thanks very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Christian. We're going to move over to Catch Press. Jolan?
Yes, it's Jolan.
Go ahead.
Hello, Apollo, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You will participate in a mismatch challenge next week. So I would like to know how you prepare for this kind of match with Nia Jax.
Oh man, Nia Jax is an amazing talent, a powerful woman, unlike any other female that we have in the WWE. So we're excited about it and having lots of fun with it. And for me, it's cool because it's a different opportunity that I haven't been able to face yet. And I haven't had a match where I've teamed up with a female and gone against another guy and a female. So it's a challenge for me, and I embrace any challenge. So I'm excited about it. And, hopefully we got two strong competitors in the first round. So we're going to do everything we can to move on to the next round. So I'm excited about it.
Next question. Recently you lost with Titus versus Sheamus and Cesaro. And do you think they are the best tag team today on Raw?
Matt, there's too much talent for me to pick out anybody and say that they're the best at this or the best at that. But, they're very great competitors. And anytime that I get to go against, top, guys in the best shape or guys who've been around and done as much as someone like Sheamus and Cesaro, it's a blessing for me. Learning experience. And like I said, I go out there and Titus and myself are to prove, that we are competitors and, that we're here to stay. You know what I mean? Like Titus Worldwide we're doing our thing, and, when it's time to turn it on, we turn it on. When it's time to be funny, we'll be funny. But, at the end of the day, hopefully those tag team titles will be coming our way. But, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, okay. And speaking of that, the tag team titles, are all the Raw tag team titles your main goal today? Or you're also focused on your solo career because you will have a big opportunity tonight on Raw for the Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, very huge opportunity tonight. I take it as it comes, you know what I mean? Like, I try not to think too far into the future, or plan ahead like that too far because I feel like I'll miss over an opportunity that might be in front of me at the current moment. So tonight I'm focused on advancing to the elimination chamber, and if all goes well, then that will be my focus. But for example, if I was to have another tag team title match tonight or something, then that would be my focus, and I wouldn't be so focused on doing the solo thing at the moment. You know what I mean? So today my focus is on winning and advancing to the elimination chamber. And if all goes according, we'll take it from there.
Okay, so thank you very much for your time and good luck for your big match tonight.
Thank you very much.
And see you in Europe in May.
I'm excited about it. I'll see you then too.
Thanks. We'll move over to Catch News.
Hello, Apollo. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. So you have a big Fatal 4-way match on Raw this week, but to be honest, it's fair to say that you don't have a lot of time on television since your debut on the main roster. In your opinion, do you think you were ready to move from NXT to Raw in 2016, and would you have preferred to have more time to build your character in NXT?
I mean, I can't sit here and dwell on the past like that, so everything happens for a reason. And there's a reason I was moved to WWE from NXT. It would have been nice to, of course, be NXT champion or, like you said, develop, character more down there and maybe build a bigger fan base. But I don't really try to think about that too often because then it takes my focus away from what I'm doing right now. So everything happens for a reason, and, I try to look towards the future rather than looking at the past, because I can sit here all day and say, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that, but then it takes my focus on what I'm going to do. So I try to stay focused on more what I'm going to do than what I could have done.
Okay. Last year at WrestleMania, you were in the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, and the documentary about him will be broadcasted on HBO in April. So how was it to be in a match in memory of one of the most legendary wrestlers of all time? And do you think it's important to celebrate the old generation of wrestlers as well, like WWE did it on Raw 25?
Yeah, for sure, because those guys paved the way for us. Without them, I wouldn't be able to be a WWE superstar and living my dream today. It's definitely important that we celebrate, their legacy. Like I said, a lot of us wouldn't be here because those guys inspired us to become WWE superstars. You know what I mean? Without them, maybe a lot of us wouldn't be inspired and there wouldn't be a future. So I'm glad that we get to celebrate, their legacy because especially like something at Raw 25 and being able to see so many people come around that I watched growing up as a child. I think that's, for me, I got to share the ring with the Dudley Boys. Those are some guys that me and my brother used to watch growing up, and I never thought that I'd be, sitting here in the ring with the Dudleys. It's amazing, And as far as the Andre the Giant last year at Mania, that's not just being at WrestleMania, but being able to be in a match of that magnitude and celebrating, like you said, a legend. That's something you can't really put in words. You know what I mean? It's something that it's something you can only feel. Walking to the ring in Orlando, the town that I live in now, and being a part of WrestleMania, it's amazing. Not many people get a chance to be a part of WrestleMania, and for me to be in WWE for a year and then, have my first WrestleMania, being a part of that was unlike anything else. It's the kind of thing that you dream of as a kid, and not a lot of people get to actually live their dreams out, and I'm just lucky enough and blessed enough to be able to live mine out.
Okay, and one last question. The road to WrestleMania has officially started. How can you describe the energy in the locker room right now? What makes this period so special?
It's WrestleMania, the biggest event that we have of the year. Everyone's competing to be. Everyone wants to be on WrestleMania. Like I said, it's the thing that as a kid you dream of being a part of WrestleMania because there's just nothing bigger. You know, it's our Super Bowl, it's our World Champion, it's our World Series. It's what we work so hard for, to be a part of WrestleMania. You know, the energy is electric. You know, I think everyone steps their game up to the next level because they know that it's that time. And, you know, we work so hard. We work all year long. We don't have any off season, but, you know, we grind hard every day. And especially when this time of year comes around, you know, we know that it's time for us to turn it on and put on a show.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Apollo, and good luck for your big match tonight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks. And Florian, are you still there?
Hi, Apollo. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
So, my first question is, the last weekend you returned to the Preston City Wrestling independent scene for some matches. Did you miss it since you left it in 2015?
You know, I did, you know, but I'm very happy to be where I'm at. But it was cool to be able to have that opportunity to, you know, go back and experience that. But, you know, like I said, I'm very happy and honored and blessed to be where I'm at today. And, you know, I'm looking forward to my future with WWE, and I'm excited about what's to come with World Wrestling Entertainment.
Okay, so you're very happy, and moreover, you work with Ricochet and Akira Tozawa in the biggest wrestling company in the world. So for you, is it a kind of success?
Yeah, for sure, all of us. You know, it's cool to see all your friends, you know, make it to that level, especially when, you know, it's just something that you were sitting, you know, one day we were in the dojo in Japan just talking about, you know, being in WWE, and then you flash a few years later, it's almost like you blink your eyes and then we're all in the WWE now. It's crazy to think about, you know. Time just goes so quick, and if you don't take time to enjoy every moment of it, you know, you kind of miss out on everything. So I think it's very awesome to see, you know, not just some of my friends in WWE, but a lot of the talent that I did see before we all got to WWE. To see all of us here is just, it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, we talk a lot of Ricochet and Tozawa, but what do you think of the signatures of War Machine and Candice LeRae in NXT?
I think it's awesome too. You know, I'm not too familiar with them, but I think it's cool. Like I said, you know, talent, to be able to have your talent, you know, broadcasted on a bigger level or nationwide level or worldwide level, I should say rather, is good, because it's you know, the world gets to see who you are, and I think it's only fair that if you are talented like that, it's only fair that the world gets to see that talent.
Okay, and the last one, you move like a cruiserweight, but you're not one, except for Tozawa and Ricochet. Who would you like to face in the 205 Live roster?
Kalisto, my boy Kalisto. I've worked with him before, but I think every time we get together, we make, you know, it's cool because we make magic. It's two interesting styles, two different dynamics, but that's what's cool is about different styles, is that they make for interesting fights. So, yeah, definitely say him.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks,
thank you for
Floyd.
your time. Wish you the best for the future, and have a good night tonight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Florian. We're going to move over to Sports Kita.
Hi, Apollo, this is Viju from Sports Kita. Big fan. I had a few questions. How are you doing?
Yeah, no problem.
Great. My first question is, you took on moves at Preston City Wrestling recently. Do you think this kind of a dream match between superstars from two different promotions was like something that will happen in the future as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's WWE is such a big company, and it's like a phenomenon. It's crazy. So we've seen it happen before with other companies as well. I think they're doing stuff with Progress and a lot of the guys from NXT, or even NXT Europe or WWE UK, stuff like that. I think it's a cool, interesting opportunity that I think would be part of the future. So the amount of talent that's out there, not just in NXT or WWE, but in the world, is it's insane. It's ridiculous. There's just so much talent out there, and I think it's only a matter of time before, all those guys get to showcase their talent on the WWE level or the NXT level. So it's something I look forward to, and we'll just see what happens.
Right. My next question is, why is Tozawa no longer a part of Titus Worldwide?
See, now you just told me. We never said he wasn't a part of Titus Worldwide. Just because he's not around us doesn't mean he's not, not a part of the crew. So, he's still a loyal, faithful member of Titus Worldwide.
Cool. And my final question is, so you were in the same Royal Rumble match as Rey Mysterio, and considering your high-flying style, was he an influence, and did you get to interact with him after the match?
Yeah, man, Ray's amazing. He came in there looking like he didn't miss a step, didn't miss a beat, and he amazing shape, amazing. Not just a motivation for me, or an inspiration to me, but to so many people. You know what I mean? And to see him, back in WWE ring for me was awesome, and to even be in the same match as him was even cooler. So, didn't get to talk to him and speak to him as much as I'd like, but hopefully one day I do get the chance to sit down and have a nice conversation with him.
Thank you, and best of luck for your match tonight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks. Ash Rose, you still there? You all right?
Hello? Yep, I'm here.
Ash, you there? Ash Rose? No. We'll move over to Neil Docking.
Hi, Apollo. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for taking the time to speak to us this evening. Just wanted to ask, obviously, WWE allowed you to perform at PCW UK in Preston, England on Saturday, one of the places where you develop your craft. How did that come about? Because obviously it's very unusual for a main roster WWE superstar to wrestle elsewhere. And what was the experience like returning to the independent scene?
Yeah, it was cool. It's cool experience just to see how far I've come, but to be able to go back and get along with see some of the guys that I started with or that I used to work with, and experiencing that was really cool. It's man, anytime you get into a certain schedule, it's nice to take a break from that schedule or whatever, just to do something different. You know what I mean? And whether it kind of helps you either get back on the grind, or you know what I mean, sometimes you just need how do I say it? Sometimes it's just cool to be able to experience that and do something different. Now I get my focus back, till tonight and WWE and Monday Night Raw, and going out there and trying to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. But it was a cool experience to go back and get to see a lot of the guys, man. Like I said, the talent, you see more talent every time you come up, and there's a lot more talent that I got to see this weekend, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Well, don't worry, I won't ask you about going out drinking with Stephen Fludder, but I'm going to ask you next about Dana Brooke joining Titus Worldwide in November, around the same time that Akira Tozawa left the group. Why was it that Tozawa left the faction, and what do you think Brooke has brought to the stable?
I don't see you guys keep saying Akira Tozawa left. He's still like I said earlier, Tozawa's still a loyal, faithful member of Titus Worldwide. But Dana, Dana, amazing talent herself. Great athlete. It's cool dynamic, like I said earlier, to for me and Titus to have Dana, because we're all different personalities. So bringing us all together, it just makes for interesting things. You know what I mean? Like Titus is that guy who can bring. Titus can bring like personality on anybody. You know, he's just that guy. You know, so he makes you feel. You know, he just makes you feel comfortable. So it's cool to be able to see Dana. You know, getting more relaxed and being more comfortable, just kind of like same way I did. You know, I know because it can be nerve-wracking, like when you come up, you know, with all the talent and seeing all the cameras and all the lights and everything. But when you're on camera, you just have to kind of forget about all that and just be yourself. And Titus helps both of us do that. And I think Dana being with both of us, it helps her just kind of, you know, go through what I went through as far as like just being more relaxed and not worrying about making a fool of yourself and just having fun. You know, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's just having fun.
Yeah, it seems like the group's got more of an identity now and is becoming more prominent as well on Raw. And you know, we're seeing, you know, the two of you and Titus challenging for the Raw tag titles. I know you just briefly talked about it earlier, but do you think that you know, tag team wrestling allows you to really show, you know, what you're capable of and maybe a different side to your ability in the ring?
Yeah, it's cool. It is because you know, our styles, me and Titus have, you know, two different styles, but when you put it together, it's very interesting. You know, like I said, Titus and myself, we can go out there, you know, we can go be funny or whatever you want us to, whatever the case is. But when it's time to, you know, get to business, you know, we get serious. We can put that face on, and we can go out there and, you know, throw people around and you know, and just have that killer instinct. It's great for us to be able to showcase that, you know. And like I said, it's only just the beginning. You know, we're just keep on the lookout because we're coming.
All right, brilliant. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Neil. Ash, are you there or did you take off? All right, I'm done with you, Ash. Did Apollo from Media Tiempo join? Or Felix from Reforma? All right. Fredica, did you have anything from Italy?
Yes. Hi.
Go ahead.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you. So my first question is about your gimmick, Apollo. You're always smiling, you're positive, and your presence puts everyone in a good mood. Can you explain the philosophy behind your gimmick? And are you a person who always smiles, even in everyday life?
Yeah, man. You know, my mom was. I think I got it from my mom. You know, she's always said she's just genuinely a happy person, and myself too. I'm genuinely happy. I try to look at the positive in life instead of, you know, dwelling on the negative things. For me, I just became a father. You know, a beautiful girlfriend. You know, everything for me in life that I've, you know, worked for is, you know, it's kind of. Obviously, my hard work is smiling would be, you know, it wouldn't be right.
Okay. Speaking about the Titus Worldwide, what does your teammates Titus O'Neil and Dana Brooke represent for you? And if you had to choose a new member to add to the team, who would you like to choose and why?
Apollo, you still there?
Hello?
Hold on, might have lost him.
Worldwide. What does your teammates Titus O'Neil and Dana Brooke represent for you? And if you had to choose a new member to add to the team, who would you like to choose and why?
Ooh, if I were to choose a new member, oh man, that's a tough one because there's a lot out there. Ooh. You know, I think actually from NXT, I think it would be No Way Jose. I think that'd be a cool dynamic added to the group. Titus Worldwide, you know, he's being a very interesting. He play a very interesting role in Titus Worldwide. That would be cool. I'm gonna go with No Way Jose. And yeah, as far as what was the first part?
First part, what does your teammates, Titus O'Neill and Dana Brooke, represent for you?
Oh, those are, Titus he can, either come out here and be my teammate, or he can be, my motivation. The founder of Titus Worldwide, the leader of Titus Worldwide. And Dana's over there on the side taking stats and keeping notes. So it's cool that I'm glad to be a part of where I'm at right now, and it's helped me a lot just as an individual and as a performer. Like I said, I feel like I'm showing a lot more, than just going out there and doing cool stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's about much more than that. So it's cool that I get to go out there and do what I do every day, or every week, I should say.
Okay, last one for me. A couple of weeks ago, you and Titus O'Neill have defeated twice in a row the Raw Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and Cesaro. Do you think you and Titus can have a title shot for WrestleMania?
I definitely think that's something that should be in the works. Once you, beat the Tag Team Champions, not just once but twice, I think, that opportunity should come around. So I definitely see that. In my personal opinion, of course, I would love to see that happen. For me and him to go against him at WrestleMania. It'd be awesome not just having it, another opportunity at the tag team titles, but to do it at WrestleMania would be not just an honor, but it'd be a dream come true.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you for answering my questions. Apollo, see you in Italy.
Oh, for sure. Thank you.
Thank you. WWE France, you can go ahead.
Hi, Apollo. WWE France. Sorry. Lots of win over there.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. So, you will be in France and Switzerland on May 16th. May 16th for Switzerland in Geneva. And you will be in Paris for the first time ever for you on May 19th. So, as you know that Switzerland is the place. It's the place of Cesaro. You had big wins against him a couple of weeks ago against the bar with Titus Worldwide. If you have to
I like it.
him once again in Geneva, do you have any words for against or for Cesaro if you face him once again in Geneva, which will be on May 16th?
The only thing I'd have to say is, they better be, amazing talent, but they better be prepared because, we got them twice, and
yeah,
shows
definitely.
that, they are beatable, and like I said, we're not here to, to play around, and if we do get another opportunity at the tag team titles, no matter where it is, we're not talking about taking the loss here. We're coming, and we're trying to get that W, or we're going to get that W.
So let's put aside the fact that you agreed to be on his playground in Geneva. Do you have any words for all the Switzerland, all the WWE Swiss universe for this biggest show of the year in Switzerland?
Yeah, like I said earlier, if you haven't experienced WWE live, you're really missing out because you get to see all your favorite superstars that you watch on TV, but you get to see them right in front of your face. WWE is something that is, for the whole family. Anybody from the family can come, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandma, great grandma, children, it doesn't matter. Anybody can come and have a good time. And if you're not, if you haven't experienced it, I definitely would say get those tickets. It's worth it because you're going to have the time of your life, and there's nothing like it.
Great. And, in Geneva, in Switzerland, more in general, you have two specialties. You have the clocks, which the watches, which are the most important things in Switzerland, and the chocolate. If you have to pick one of the two, which one would you choose? I know you have a very strict diet, but when you will be in Switzerland, May 16th, would you just have a cheat meal or something? Would you cheat on your diet just because you will be in Switzerland for the
definitely
fans of WWE?
I definitely would. I would love to get some Swiss chocolate, not just for me, but my girlfriend is a huge fan of chocolate, so I'd take some for myself and I'd take some for her.
Perfect. Good. Thank you very much. Last question. 3 days after, you will be in Paris, and it's going to be the first time for you, just like I said before. Paris.
Yep.
It's I'm not saying that because I'm from Paris, but it's a big. Can I say it's a big thing for WWE superstar to be in Paris. Do you have any words for the French fans? I know that you've been to Lille a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity to meet each other, but you will be for the first time in Paris. So, what is your feeling about going for the first time and perform in the front of the French WWE?
I think it's always cool to be able to go somewhere for the first time because it's something that you always remember, Paris is always somewhere that I wanted to visit, and I think I'm not a huge sightseer, but I think when I go to Paris, I'll have to see, I have to go out and see certain things. There'll be a lot of things that I don't want to go out and see, but I know that the fans are going to be crazy and have a lot of fun, so I think what I'm most excited about is to get to perform in front of the fans in Paris, so I'm excited and I can't wait.
Do you speak French? A little
no, I
bit.
don't. I know bonjour. I know a few things.
Bonjour.
My French is very limited.
Great. Apollo, one last question. What is the big difference between the WWE universe you can have in the United States, in Canada, in America in general, and the one that you can have in Europe, in Switzerland or in France? What is the major difference that you can say?
Well, what's the major difference?
Yeah, the difference between audiences in the U.S. and opposed to when you go overseas.
I think the major difference is that we don't get to go overseas that often, so they don't get to see us as much as the fans over here in the United States see. So when we go over there, it's different because they get to see us maybe once, maybe twice a year. So they're always ready and excited, and they're ready to scream. And before the show even starts, you can feel that energy, and that it's going to be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Apollo, for these answers. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Oli. Thank you,
Great,
Joe.
thanks.
And I hope to see you in Switzerland and in Paris. Thank you very much, and have a great night, guys.
For sure.
Thanks. Is there anybody that I missed?
You too.
No? I'm that good? All right. Does anybody have any quick follow-up questions, or are we good? Perfect.
For WWE friends, for me, it's good. Except if there is any other words to promote the shows, it would be amazing. But for me, it's good.
Okay, rad. All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We're gonna let Apollo go. Hello.
I didn't complete. I didn't get the chance to ask. Rahul from Indian Express.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, yeah, I was. I guess you showed up afterwards. Yeah, go ahead.
So Apollo, sorry, I'm the last one. First of all, thank you.
No
for
problem.
your time. You are one of the most athletic guys on the roster, but as we all know, athleticism alone is not enough to take you to the top. So, if you want to climb the mountain of success, what else do you think you need to add to your game?
Man, I think some of it is just timing, right place, right time. There's certain things that I just can't control. So like I said, I control the things that I can, and then I just hope the rest fall in place. I'm not saying that my game is my game is definitely not, complete. It's not where it needs to be. Like I said earlier, I learn new things every day, and I'm just taking every opportunity that I get and making the best of it. And when the time is right, certain things will happen. But what I have in front of me, I'll just focus on and pay close attention to, and keep working to be the best that I can be.
Okay. Again, you spoke about your days in NXT. So there was this one story that I read about your debut on Raw. You were informed about it on April Fool's Day. So share that story with us.
I was informed. I think so. We did NXT Dallas, and I had no idea I was going to be pulled aside and told that I was going to be debuting on Raw the night after WrestleMania. So I think after NXT Dallas, I wrestled Elias, and Matt Bloom, the head coach at NXT, and Triple H were there, and they told me, how hard I worked, and basically, the hard work is just getting started, and he said, basically, I'm going to be debuting on Raw to WrestleMania, and I think at that moment, I didn't really believe it. I was like, this can't be real. But it took me a while. It took me just a few moments to realize, everything I'd worked for is coming to life right now, and I think tears came to my eyes, and I thought about my family, and just how proud they'd be once I told them, and just for myself, it's cool that knowing that I've reached my dream, but it's just kind of getting started. I knew that I couldn't just settle and be like, okay, I'm here, and that's the work's over. I knew that, I had a long road ahead of me as well, and the work was just really getting started. But I mean, it was a blessing. It was heartwarming. It was an emotional period too.
Okay. So since making the jump from NXT, how would you analyze your tenure so far, and what are your goals at this point?
I think everyone's goal, not just mine, is to, win championships, of course. I did come here to win championships, and, right now, like I said, I'm part of something really good right now. It's, with Titus Worldwide and, with Titus and Dana Brooks. So I'm having a lot of fun. Hopefully we do get those tag team titles, and, in the future, if, the opportunity comes, I would love, of course, to be, WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, and build those accolades and have those things going. But, right now I'm really loving what's going on, and I'm focused. I'm learning every day. I'm grinding, and I'm not just becoming a better entertainer or a better athlete, but I'm becoming a better human being as well.
Okay. A couple of last questions. There are not too many athletes with your build that we see flying around in the ring. So if you could explain your style and how is Titus Worldwide helping you develop?
What was the last? How Titus Worldwide what?
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
I'm saying there are not too many wrestlers with your build who have the ability to fly around in the ring. So how is Titus Worldwide, if you could explain your style, and how is Titus Worldwide helping you develop your style?
Okay. My style, I think I bring something different. I did gymnastics as a younger kid, so I wanted to bring, before I got here, I wanted to be able to bring, or before I even started training, any kind of training to be a wrestler, I wanted to be able to bring, my gymnastics background. I played soccer, football, ran track. I want to be able to bring all that into the ring. And I wanted to create a style that wasn't really like anything else I was seeing, because that's just something that I wanted to do. And like I said, being with Titus Worldwide is helping me become an all-around better performer, and not just going out there in the ring and doing the cool stuff, but being able to, entertain on a different level, and I think that's very important, is being able to entertain and going out there and having fun, because once you're having fun, then everybody else joins in on the fun as well.
And we got time for one more.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
Thank you.